What's going on, Aurora Alliance, and welcome back to a brand new Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you some really cool Easter eggs on Strike on Takodana, mainly featuring Maz Kanata's castle, the flags around it, and what's actually inside. There's also a couple of outside ones around the castle, but they're not exactly hard to miss. Before we get fully into this video, let me know down in the comments section below if you have found any Easter eggs in the Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to join the Aurora Alliance and be kept up to date with all Battlefront 2 content, as well as see exclusive gameplay videos in the future. But for now, let's get into the Easter eggs on Takodana Strike. So the first Easter egg that I think everyone has found by now is the room where Rey found Luke and Anakin's lightsaber in the bottom or dungeon of Maz Kanata's castle. To find this, all you have to do is follow my steps if you haven't done it already, where you head to the back of the castle, walk down the stairs, and take the corridor right the way along to the end like Rey does in Star Wars The Force Awakens, turn left, and there you will see the door which leads into the room which contains Anakin and Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, which Rey manages to find in Star Wars The Force Awakens. It's a really cool Easter egg, and I think everybody is hoping that this door does actually open in some way, but I'm not sure how we're going to get it to open. I imagine you will have to take someone down there like Rey when you can play Galactic Assault on Takodana, and then maybe if you do some sort of emote while you are down there standing outside of the door as Rey, it will open up and allow you to go inside. Who knows what you'll find in there? Maybe you'll find a lightsaber that anyone can pick up. I highly doubt that anyway, but it's got me really curious to see what will happen if you open this door, which takes you into that room. The next Easter egg I found is where you head outside. Now when you approach the castle, you will see all of the flags which are hanging around Maz Kanata's castle, like they are in Star Wars The Force Awakens. You can see Maz Kanata's statue standing right there on top as well, and if you look really closely at some of these flags, the logos will be quite recognisable. Now if you head on over to the crate which I am stood on in the corner of Maz Kanata's castle courtyard, and turn to your left, look up at the blue flag, you will see the 501st symbol, or Vaders' fist symbol, hanging on a flag outside of Maz Kanata's castle. I think that this is visible in Star Wars The Force Awakens as well, so it's not a Star Wars Battlefront unique item. However, it's really cool that there is a 501st or Vaders' fist Easter egg in the Star Wars Battlefront 2 multiplayer beta. If you turn to your right while you are standing on these crates, you will see a very familiar symbol again, which is Boba Fett's Mandalorian symbol, which is quite visible in Star Wars The Force Awakens as well, as it is facing straight forward above the door to the castle. Really cool Easter eggs, and I'm glad to see that they have returned from Star Wars The Force Awakens in Battlefront 2's beta. Now the next sort of Easter egg that you will find on the Takodana Strike map revolve around the crates that you were stood on to see Vader's fist / the 501st symbol and Boba Fett's Mandalorian symbol, which are on the flags. If you look at these crates quite closely, they just look like normal crates. However, they look very similar to the Star Wars Commander Fragment crates that you can earn in the mobile game. Is this a direct Easter egg? I don't really know, it could just be a happy accident, but these really do look like those fragment crates from the mobile game. If this is an Easter egg, then that is a really cool thing that DICE have put into the game. If it's not, then never mind, it's probably just the loot crates from the Star Wars universe. The next Easter egg or cool feature that is in the Strike Takodana map is the Millennium Falcon, which is on the left hand side of the map if you spawn in as the First Order, and the right hand side if you spawn in as the Resistance. It's a little bit out the way and you go out of bounds if you try to get in front of the Millennium Falcon, however you can see it quite clearly from the rear. If you head over to the castle and then turn to the side so you are stood a little bit in the lake, you can get a much clearer view of the Millennium Falcon. However, it is quite some distance away, so if you want to look at it from this position, you probably want to use the Specialist class, as it has a scope and allows you to see it a little bit closer than from just your normal camera view. It's really cool to see the Falcon in the map, and it looks like it's parked in exactly the same position as it was in Star Wars The Force Awakens when Rey, Han, Chewbacca and Finn land on Takodana to seek Maz Kanata's help. The next cool feature or Easter egg in the Takodana Strike map is the Fire Spray 31 class patrol and attack craft, which is the exact same model as the ship used by the infamous bounty hunters Jango Fett and Boba Fett in the Star Wars universe. It's really cool to see this actually in the map. We don't get to see this ship in Star Wars The Force Awakens, so this could just be added as a really cool hint or Easter egg towards the Slave One, which is a hero vehicle in the Star Wars Battlefront 2 game. However, it does look like this ship is no longer operational, as it looks like it's some sort of marketplace or a home to one of the creatures that live on Takodana. But it's still really cool that it's in the map. I like to run around it and get up close and look at it. You can see inside of the cockpit as well, which is the same as the Slave One, so you could imagine Boba Fett and Jango Fett both sitting in there. It would be really cool. And it's just a really cool nod to the bounty hunter's ship, the Slave One, which is also playable in Battlefront 2. It's really amazing to see the small details that are in the Star Wars Battlefront 2 game by EA and DICE. I did spend a lot of time going around in first person with the hood turned off, just to see if I could spot any small details that would be Easter eggs to the Star Wars universe. I haven't really found anything at the moment, but if I find anything else I will be sure to make a video on it. However, I did get a really cool close-up look at the Maz Kanata statue, which is on top of the castle, and another really good close-up look of the Boba Fett Mandalorian symbol flag, which is hanging from the castle as well. Make sure to let me know down in the comment section below if there are any Easter eggs that I have missed on the Takodana Strike map, and if you've enjoyed this Easter egg video, make sure to smash a like on the video to show support for the series. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to join the Aurora Alliance and be kept up to date with all Battlefront 2 content, as well as see exclusive gameplay videos in the future. Other than that, may the Force be with you.